Hi guys, good morning and welcome to the Dream Disciple Group Getting the Hang of Thursdays weekly live. Really glad to be here with you, and as I promised the last time, this week we are going to talk about something completely different than what we've usually spoken about, and yet I think it is something that we really should cover. It has a huge impact on our daily business, and that is our personal brand. Now you may think, what the heck does a brand do with me, and why would that be important for me? Well, start from the idea that even if we are all equal as humans, our value in the marketplace, wherever we live, depends heavily on the value that we bring to our customers. And our customers are the employers of ours. And with that goes also the idea that your brand, what you are, what you represent, may actually increase that value to the employer, either genuinely or in a way that they just appreciate it more than they would something else. And you can start to think of things like Coke, Pepsi, Vicos Cola, any other cola. What do you choose out of those, and on what basis do you choose any of those? Because they all are 3 or 4 or 5 or a dozen different cola drinks. What's the difference between these soft drinks? Why is it that Coke scores higher than Pepsi perhaps? Why is it that some people drink Vicos? Why is it that some people in Greece drink green cola instead of Pepsi or Coke? It all comes down to the brand. Yes, it's a question of taste, but it is also about what do these brands mean for you. It's a little bit the same thing as certain pop stars or certain businessmen manage to have a personal brand that either speaks to you or doesn't speak to you. And what I want to do is that we understand the value of that brand for ourselves in our everyday life. I actually realized relatively early that it does have a huge impact. However, I haven't been particularly good at developing one, or at least having one that is crystal clear. And so, if you manage to understand the value of your personal brand, then the next step, what you should do, the step number 2, is to start to figure out what is it actually that you offer that nobody else does, or in a business terms, what is your competitive advantage over the others? So let's say that I am in Greece and I do public affairs like I do. What's the difference between me and everybody else? Well, the difference comes from the fact that my background is different. Is that a benefit? Well, maybe I can turn that into a benefit. And very concretely, I can say, for example, that yes, I am in the system now, after so many years here, working with politicians, working with regulators, working with businessmen. I am in that system, but I am not of that system. And not being of the system means that I can look at things differently than the lobbyists who were both born into the system, so they are of that system, and are still in it. It gives me a helicopter view about the things that happen around me. And so that's one of my advantages. And I can start to think of these kind of advantages that I have, and I am sure that you can as well. And even if it is as simple as you are writing your resume, your biography, your CV for a job interview, you can do exactly the same thing. You can look at your personal advantages your personal competitive advantages that you have that nobody else has. And then you need to write them down. You really literally need to write them down and start to think of them. That is the only way that you can then move towards the step 3 in your personal branding life, which is that you will practice communicating them congruently, with certainty, with absolute conviction that you are who you say you are. So I, me, them, I am the Greek, Finnish lobbyist who is in the system, but I am not of the system. And this means that I can be your extraordinarily positive and happy and smiley and whatever you want me to be lobbyist, your problem solver, that sees the things as they are, but can dream the things as they should be. And I will be whatever needs to be in order for you to get there where you want to get. That is who I am. I want every one of you to think who you are in your own workplace, with your own colleagues, with your own employer, or in case that you're a student and you are just starting to think about where do you want to go, who you could be, who you want to be, and how do you actually communicate this advantage that you have over everybody else. And these advantages can be small, they can be big, they can be something that you are born with, they can be something that stems from one single life-changing experience that you may have had. I'm sure each and every one of you, every single one of us, can think one of those advantages. And that may make the whole difference when you start to live that brand, that advantage every single day. And so that's the step number 4. Number 1, understand the brand value, the value of the brand for yourself. Number 2, identify it and write it down. 3, practice it. Practice it until you totally believe it. And then step number 4, where we are now, is you live it. You live it every single day in your practice. We've spoken about this, that the consistency beats intensity 24/7, 365. That for those peak performance moments that you need or you want, you should be working around the clock. Or if not all around the clock, because you are going to sleep hopefully 8 hours a night. I am a strong proponent of that, and not of the 4-hour nights as some other people are. I don't think it is healthy, and I don't think it actually works. I want you to be the person you want to be. I want you to live that brand. And if you live that brand, you come to the point where you can actually start to market it. And that's the nicest thing of it all. Because if you start to market your brand, the person who you are, you can see all of that marketing process as a service to others. Because what it means is that if you do not market yourself, if you do not make yourself available to others to serve and help them, then you are doing a disservice for them. Because you have something very specific and something very, very unique in you. And if you do not offer that, if you shy away and wait till somebody finds you from the sofa, then there is a gazillion people or potential employers who will never learn about that advantage that they could have gotten from you. And so you are failing them. The marketing bit of yourself is an integral part of your own individual brand value. Not marketing it is a disservice. And if you think of marketing as a service, then it becomes easier. You cannot imagine how difficult it has been for me to sell myself. But I have to do that. Because I believe that I have something to offer that nobody else in this market has. And because I am also a chameleon and I can do zillion things and I can do different stuff that most of us can. And I can make myself ridiculed and I can make myself extremely serious and extremely professional when I have to be. I can play hard and I can play fun if I must. Many people can't. And because I have these abilities, I can offer those to the people who actually really need me. And if you think the same way about yourself, that you have something unique, then telling that is not going to be hard. It's actually going to be fun. Like it is really fun to do these Thursday lives with you. Because I believe that I am giving a service to others. I am helping you, hopefully, and I'm sure that you will find some benefit from this. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. And this works both ways. As you get something out of this, I get something out of this. That's what I wanted to talk to you about today, this Thursday, about personal branding. So, to repeat once more, the 5 steps. Understand the value of your personal brand. And then, second step of the part 1, identify the advantages that you have. Articulate them, write them down, and learn them. When you have learned them and you have articulated them, you will practice them. When you have practiced them and you believe them, then you will live them. And once you have started to live them, you can start to put them into practice. How you build a personal brand that can take you to the 21st century, into a new job, into a new life, into a new country. And it's not going to be extraordinarily difficult, but it's going to take some time. It's going to take some thinking, and it takes commitment. Consistency, 24/7, 365. With this message, I'm going to close it for the day. I wish you a very good Thursday, fantastic Friday, and a super duper weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Today is the Singles Day, 11/11/21. Well, it would have been better 10 years ago when it was 11/11/11, and I completely forgot that then, I think. But anyway, Singles Day, look out for branded offers from different businesses because they are going to be there. And with that bombshell, I'm going to leave you. See you next week. Monday, decide to Monday Club on my Facebook page, and then next Thursday we're going to be talking about something else than branding. I haven't decided what, but it might go into, well, let's see. I've got some ideas, but I'm not going to tell you before. See you next week. Have a very good one. Bye.